Let's talk about the gray. Let's talk about the Grey Lord. What does that mean? Is it a play on Gaylord? Not really. It's just gray. It's everything. Black and white thinking kills. We're gonna talk about this. 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 Here's black and here's white. These are extremes. These are extremes, right? What lies in the middle? The gray. That's where all the magic happens. In recovery circles, they say the space between thought and action is recovery. Space between thought and action is the difference between life and death. Gray matters because without it, we collapse. Without it, we separate into two. And when we're separate, what do? We fight. It only takes two to tango, but one to fuck it all up. Part of my language. It only takes two to tango and one to fuck it up. There's not much difference there, is there really? Between peace and war. Peace and war. If we keep thinking in black and white, in conservative, whatever, progressive, left this, neo that, socialist this, blah 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 blah. You get my point. This channel is bigger than me. It isn't even about me. It's about what I've seen, what I've lived. And what I've seen is disgusting. What I've seen is people preying on the poor. It's people preying on each other. It's people getting afraid. When people are afraid, they fracture. When people are afraid, they fight. They mingle in the wrong way. Mingle? We don't know how to mingle. You got Tinder, you got Bumble. Do people even use those anymore? I don't know. Seems to be the only way anyone meets anybody anymore. It's the internet. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Man, I've been liberal. That's a label. I've never been conservative. The only thing I'm conservative about is how I treat the earth. And that's not because of, it has nothing to do with hippie. It has to do with, this is all we got. So instead of racing against each other in a small pee-pee war, why don't we come together and say, hey, let's just admit that we have no idea what we're doing. Let's meet in the middle, right? Let's meet in the middle. No one wants to meet in the middle anymore. What happened to the United Nations? Wasn't that a thing? Like war crimes and stuff like that? Like we used to like monitor things like that? You know? Clubs and groups. Not cults. Clubs and groups. Charities. Cooperation. Coexistence. Yeah. I mean, they're standing there with the silence right now because that's all that we see them as is nothing. I should probably cut my nails. These are what people think about as the world burns. Now we sacrifice for the greater good, right? We sacrifice our privacy because they told us that we weren't safe. But now we're protected, right? Because somebody's holding our hand. Every move we make, every sound we make, everything we do is now recorded and cataloged, just in case. You see, it's interesting. Everybody sat there and said, "Don't take away my gun. That's my Second Amendment right." But what about the First? What about the Fourth? What about the free press? What about privacy? Now, how are we going to make America great at all if we're taking the U.S. Constitution and turning it into toilet paper. Now, all you who voted on one side of the aisle thinking you're going to get something special, there is no one side of the aisle. It's just one long-ass aisle with a bunch of cult-looking mother lovers. They're all bought and paid for. And we talk about politicians. It's a job title. Politicians aren't corrupt. The system is. You see, these folks come in with their money. And oh yeah, did you know that money is free speech? Cash, cold hard cash, is free speech. And what's funny to me about that is that if I ever got caught talking to my wallet, hi wallet, how are you today? You are free speech. I would probably be locked up in a psych ward. But we say democracy is dead, right? Democracy doesn't work. No, that's not true. Checks and balances. Here, let's just pour billions and millions of dollars over this thing like salt. And you know what happens? It dries up. It dries up, and then you say the politicians are corrupt. Well, you're shoving money in their pockets. Philip Morris. And then let's talk about welfare, shall we? Corporate welfare. You see, because when the housing market crashes, we save the banks. If the AI bubble, if this bubble with benefits ever crashes, guess who pays for it? We do. Guess who's too big to fail? They are. It's disgusting. Because they're the ones on the food stamps. God forbid somebody who's poor that actually can't afford food, and we complain about that. God forbid a guy holding a cup on the side of the road and it's freezing cold. It's 2 degrees out tonight over by me on the East Coast, Northeast. It's about as far as I'm willing to go. They hold their cup out and you judge them. You say, oh, they're going to just go buy some alcohol with it. God damn, maybe they'll buy a sandwich, and you know what? Maybe that little bit of alcohol will warm their ass up for one night. Stop judging. Judge, jury, executioner, that's what you think y'all are. I don't know who that's towards. I apologize, I went off course there. The gray, the gray, the gray, the gray, the gray, the gray, the gray. Everything in moderation. Can we come together and sit at the table? It's a long-ass table. This ain't no Game of Thrones. Or is it? Because it seems to me like some of y'all want to wear a crown. Like it's the freaking days of the Bible or something like that. I don't even know. Sometimes I read religious texts because it interests me. I have this urge to want to grow my hair out and start doing this to it. But let's get back to business because this is important, and you're probably going to turn off this video if I just play with my hair. We've got issues. There was a civil war, equality. It used to matter. Now if you're brown, if you're Mexican, if you're purple, for all I know, your ass gonna get deported. Forget about the kids who are orphaned, right? This isn't politics I'm talking about. This is life. This is life. If we don't come together, we fall apart. What does division lead to? Subtraction. What does subtraction lead to? Deletion. Divide and conquer. My finger's going in a circle because we repeat the same patterns. History repeats. History repeats. We don't learn. I saw a YouTube video the other day from a guy from Germany trying to warn America that, hey, I see you. Knock, knock. Things are looking a little familiar. The H word. That guy. Your freedoms. They're dwindling. Going all the way back to that Patriot Act. But it was for the national security purposes. I'm not even going to get into any of the wild distractions that are being thrown at us right now. So much slop and garbage and sickness. And what's worse than stealing a child's innocence? Couldn't tell you. What's worse than mistreating women? Couldn't tell you. I guess genocide. And is that where we're headed? As we're on this little war, throwing AI into weapons before we even know what the hell it is? See what happens when you get into a pissing contest? You don't think, you just do. And when you just do, you make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, people die. Wow, what a downer this is. I need an Allen wrench to fix my $85 chair. But you know what? It's pretty sweet. You can't see this right now, but it's got a leg rest. It's like a Ford. It goes back. It goes forward. It does everything. It's amazing. You got it on Amazon. You don't even have to leave the house anymore. You could date from home. You could buy from home. You could listen from home. All so that you just don't pay attention. Just watch Netflix and call it a day. Don't pick up a book. Any one of them. Don't pick up a book and start reading about the gray goose. Now that's a coincidence that I do not. That's not a coincidence. Is everything a coincidence or is nothing a coincidence? The color gray. I just picked a page. Let me go read that later. This book is called Homeboy. Seth Morgan was born in New York City where he attended a private school. What is this about? Jailing was an art form and a lifestyle. Both the style was walking slow, drinking plenty of water, and doing your own time. Forget the streets you won't see for years. Letting your heart beat the bricks with your body behind bars was hard time. Accepting the jailhouse as the only reality was easy time. Jailing. Cool. To be honest, I haven't read this one yet. Live at the gray, live in the gray, live in the gray, live in the gray, live in the gray, be happy, smile, live in the gray. Gray does matter. Maybe I will start a podcast. We're bare bones right now. We're very bare bones and no one seems to notice what's going on. When they do, it's just too much, man. Our brains are wired to only see so much. If this chair breaks when I'm doing this, it'd be hilarious. Bare bones. Look, there's no script here, so it's not going to sound all pretty, but I think you're getting what I'm putting down here is that the gray is where the beauty is, man. I'm not saying gray is a beautiful color. It just is, right? It's like unassuming. It's just gray. It's not black. It's not white. Ironically, black and white are skin colors as well. And what happened there? We gotta stop at that, man. We gotta come together. I said subtraction equals division, and division equals deletion. So what do we have to do? Addition? Multiplication? Maybe not a ton of multiplication because there's a whole lot of us already. But we gotta do some more of that. Kind of come together, you know? You know that 99% is bigger than 1%? Wait, is it? No, I'm not talking about net worth. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about net force, like net people. Not net force, because let's stop with that, Ice Cube. I'm not going to go into any of that stuff. This is something creative. It's my guitar strap. It's a G strap, you get it? It's double meaning there. Oh, look at that. That's embarrassing. He's wearing ripped clothing. You know what? This sweatshirt lasted me a long time. Our priorities are all messed up. We must come together or we will fall apart. And you talk about the USA, and I love the USA. I love the country that had a little bit of integrity and authenticity and stood for something. We talk a big game, but then when it comes down to it, We're just throwing dirt everywhere. Just kicking dirt. I'm ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I didn't do any of it. I'm just disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm not going to reference anybody right now. I'm not going to give you sources. There doesn't need to be any sources here. It's clear to me. I hope it's clear to some other people too. That these extremes will only bring us down, and that coming together can only bring us up. Bring us closer to God. Bring us closer to being what we're meant to be. I know we were founded on some shaky ground. To the world, I apologize. We're a little sick right now. It's not our fault. The majority of us are just like you, people, just trying to get by. Yes, a land of excess. It looks real bad on the outside. A bunch of super overindulgent, sinful, gluttonous people who are greedy and clinging to what they have. There's nothing to cling to once you realize that you are you, and you're gonna come as you went, naked as you came. And all them riches you could put around your neck, and you could lie down like this and call it a day, because they can come with you, but the rest of you will wither away like your body. There's a lot to be hopeful for, because the power of love is and will always be stronger than the power of hate. I won't even mention certain individuals who think it's cool to say things like Hitler is cool. I can't believe I even had to repeat that. Something isn't cool just because it's wild to say, like absolutely obscene to say. Anyone who thinks that genocide is cool. Now, for a second, let's just imagine that everyone was exactly the same. How boring that would be. How bored you would get. So why don't you rethink your hateful bull, your rhetoric? Why don't you rethink why you guys are wearing Depends diapers all the time? Because when anything depends on anything, when there's choices to be made, y'all poop your pants. Because you don't know what's right and what's wrong. You don't know what you're doing. You're doing it to do it. You're doing it to accumulate. You're accumulating wealth. You don't have to pay taxes. I mentioned corporate welfare before. How is it that y'all are on the welfare and you blame the people on the bottom? Talk about trickle down. Trickle down. It hasn't rained in 40 years. The 90s were cool. That was the time of the cigar and the Lewinskis and some other stuff. But hey, music was good, especially like hip-hop music was really good. People still communicated with each other and were friends with each other. It's pretty backwards right now, but it can be restored. Checks and balances is a thing, right? It should be a thing. It's called safety, right? I'm not going to talk about AI right now, but that's kind of what scares me most, is the fact that you jump to throw this stuff in weapons. For what? Global domination? If everybody was a white Aryan or whatever the hell, I would be bored shitless. I love that there are different cultures. I love that there are different foods from different cultures. Colombian food and Greek food or Mediterranean food, that halal gyro, you see those signs everywhere, that falafel. That just was the first thing that came to mind. There's plenty of foods from plenty of countries that are delicious, I'm sure. I haven't even tried them all. But hey, I love Chinese food. I love Japanese food. Oh, we love that stuff, but when they're being pointed out, it's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. It's no one's fault. It's just relax. I fear no one but whoever's up there. There was this dude named Jesus. He died at 33, not by natural causes, as we all know to believe. He was reborn, and he was 33. He had 33 vertebrae. That's just a thing. That's true. I don't know. That's what I heard. There were 12 disciples, and Jesus would be 13. 13, we are superstitious of that number. Why, I don't know. I'm gonna open up a club. I'm gonna call it the 13th floor. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just disappointed, man. But this is gonna be a positive channel. This is gonna be positive stuff at the end of the day. Can I guarantee that? I don't know, but this is bare bones right now. I got a phone. I don't have a laptop. I got my reasons why I'm in a situation that I'm in. But I love to read. I love to play guitar. I love to sing. I love to smile. I love to love people. I wish more people did that. I wish more people, instead of thinking about what color socks they're wearing or what the belt says, if it's Ben, what do they even wear? Gucci belts or something? You ever notice that, like, some of the best at their craft are not flashy? Some of us understand that within us is the power. Within us is God. It just is. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. I'll close with this. Evil is spelled E-V-I-L. Cross that out, flip it around, and it's spelled L-I-V-E, which is live. So in the absence of evil, we can live. Now let's find our way. Let's both swim back to shore here and meet in the middle where the gray lies. And in this place, we can heal. In this place, we can remember where we came from, and that equality, and Ellis Island, and that melting pot. Remember the melting pot? I'm a hop, skip, and a jump from New York City. That's a melting pot. But now y'all want to snatch people off the street for the kids, man. That's what hurts. There's nothing worse. Y'all can't get none, so you gotta get some other way, huh? Things are a bit backwards right now, but it's gonna be alright. If anyone watches to the end, I love you. And we're gonna be alright. Love wins.